Hey, I gotta show you this. There's over $700,000 worth of gold sitting right in front of me. Hi everybody, I'm Menser, founder and CEO of Diamond Bank. We're a nationwide financial services company that is based around jewelry. So we're a big buyer of luxury jewelry, gold and watches, and then we also make equity loans where our clients borrow against the equity that they have in their precious items. We've got 13 locations and growing, and we also have a large mail and ship-in division. And so one of the key assets that we loan against is gold bullion. And so right in front of me today, we've got just over 200 ounces of pure gold at a $34.50 market, just under $3,500. This is worth about $700,000. So $700,000 of the liquid value at spot on this tray. And we loan about 75% of the gold value the day of the loan. So that would put this just over $500,000 is what a person would borrow. First time borrowers, we generally cap it at about $250 to establish the relationship, but lots of people will visit us and borrow immediately against their gold. And so when we make gold loans, the gold is fully insured while it's in our possession, meticulously cataloged and stored separate per loan in serialized tamper-proof bags that are cataloged at our vault facilities. And our loans are very pro-consumer, so you can draw them up and down like a credit line. So, we have numerous people that really believe in gold as a long-term hedge against inflation and diversification, and they actually will keep gold and silver bullion with us in some cases for years, and then borrow up and down against that because they like our communication style, the fact that it's fully insured, and our team, and we lead with integrity. So in front of me, these are two different types of 1 ounce pieces. So they're both what are called government issued bullion. A lot of collectors and investors prefer that. So we have a South African 1 ounce Krugerrands, and then we have a Canadian gold maple leaf. You can see that as well. What's cool about these two coins is they both contain 1 ounce of pure gold, but you'll notice one is notably larger than the other. The maple leaf is pure, and the South African Krugerrand weighs just over 1 ounce because it's got a few minor metals in there it's mixed with to store the metal essentially, or make the coin. So you'll notice with that one, with the other elements in it, it's slightly larger, but both contain 1 ounce. These two generally trade about the same, slightly above or below spot, depending on which side of the transaction on a buy sell. But this is the type of stuff that we regularly loan against. It's falling over, which is kind of neat. Another cool thing about our loan product is that they're private and they're fast. So if you have a substantial loan with us, whether it's hundreds of thousands of dollars or you're just borrowing $30,000, $50,000, $20,000 against your bullion, it's a private loan. So if someone were to run your credit, they won't see that loan with Diamond Bank. The only people that know that you're borrowing against the gold is you and Diamond Bank. So that's one advantage. The other advantage is that it's fast. So as long as you're organized, you can substantiate ownership, and we're comfortable with the lending profile. I mean, we generally release funds same day or the following. So that's another big draw, is that it's immediate and it's private and it's fully insured. And then also our flexibility of structure. So the way our loans are created is that there's a small interest only payment every month that you pay. And then that can go in perpetuity for as long as you want. As long as you make that minimum payment of cost of funds, anything above that goes directly to the principal of the loan, and then also opens up capacity for you to redraw against that borrowing base. This is a bit more advanced comment, but we also don't have like margin calls. So for example, if gold were to drop in value, your loan amount remains. And so we generally loan about 75% of the spot as a standard rule. So if gold, for example, let's just say if gold's at 3,300 per ounce, then you're going to be able to borrow about $24.50, $24.75 per ounce. So in today's market, you'd be being able to borrow around $2,400 for just one of these ounces of gold. So if you are a collector, or I shouldn't say collector, but if you're an investor in bullion and you want to borrow against it, Diamond Bank is definitely the firm for you. Some people elect to sell their bullion and then later repurchase it, and that's an avenue too. but we know that precious metals are incredibly volatile in the short term. Even if you're in a bull market, you can have big swings and valleys. And so if you like your collection and you want to maintain ownership, it's far better to borrow against it, retain ownership, leverage the equity, and then pay the loan back, and then never part with your metal. Because once you part with it, obviously prices could do anything. So our loan product is really one of the best in the nation. Your items are safe and secure with us, well cataloged, everything is insured, and our whole process is transparent. So if you're interested in like leveraging the equity you have in your gold and maintaining ownership and borrowing against it, visit diamondbank.com or schedule an appointment at one of our 13 locations and talk to our market director there. But our terms are very pro-consumer, they're very flexible. And so our borrowers, they want speed of funding, which we give them. They want full insurance and security of their asset, which we give them. And they want peace of mind and assurance and pro lending terms. And that's exactly what we give them. So visit diamondbank.com to explore borrowing against your gold.